Hello Sagittarius, welcome to your reading. Today is Monday, it's the 3rd of November. Happy Monday Sagittarius. So let's see what your messages are. Welcome to Mooncat Tarot, I'm Rachel. If you guys are new or you're returning and you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing, it really helps the channel grow, okay? And if you find this reading helpful in any way or resonates with you, then please give me a like. I really appreciate that too. So there is a full moon in Taurus on the 7th of this month. So let's see what your manifestation oracle cards are for the moon. And here is Binky. I've just let her out and now I think she wants it. Every time I do a reading, there must be something she's picking up on. But anyway, all right, Sagittarius. So let's see, what are your messages? This one just wants to come out. Keep your heart open. First quarter moon in Libra. So there's something about keeping your heart open, not being blocked off. But I'm also feeling that with Libra energy, that balance. It's also about using discernment as well. Don't be completely closed off, but I'm also getting be discerning as well. You have full moon in Virgo on the bottom of the deck. Take inspired action, okay? So, having said that, let's get on with your tarot. So, inspiration, whatever you're feeling inspired to do, go along with it, okay? Because holding back, and this probably relates to this card, keep your heart open, okay? Don't give up on something, don't close something off, don't be blocked. When you feel like something is right, it's saying to, you know, take, oh my goodness, look, the tower on the bottom of the deck, take inspired action. And the tower is something very unexpected, okay? So let's just see what your messages are. I just want to shuffle these first. All right. Take what resonates from this reading as well, Sagittarius. If it doesn't resonate, if it's not for you, it's not for you, okay? Like one more shuffle for you guys. Okay. The Four of Wands on the bottom of the deck. Okay, so stability. Let's see what messages you have. That's an awful lot. What is it that Sagittarius needs to know right now at the time that they're viewing this reading, Holy Spirit? What are their messages? Five of Wands. Okay, so the Five of Wands is to do with some kind of conflict here. It could be drama. Let me just turn that light off. I forgot that was on. There we go. So some kind of drama here. Competing, competition. There's something about change as well. So 5 is about change. So we're going to obviously clarify these cards here. You have the Queen of Cups. Okay, there may be something that you feel like is worth fighting for here. There's something that you're pouring all of your emotions into, or someone. All right, so Queen of Cups is Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy, and Wands are fire signs, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. I feel like in the recent past, Sagittarius, there's something that's really concerning you about what to do with a particular situation. It's like, if I go this way, I feel like you've only got two choices here, going this way, going that way, ending something, sticking with something. But I do feel like there's another way around something here. I don't know why I'm getting that. But you don't know whether to stay or go. There's love here. You are kind of caught in the middle of something, so I'm getting you're coming out as the Queen of Cups. All right, so let's see what else we have. Let's focus on the current energy in this present time. Okay. So you have, there's something about moving forwards here, moving on from a situation, moving on from some kind of conflict. I feel like there's a situation where you may have even ignored how bad things were in the recent past, but there's this moving forwards. Now, whether it's moving forwards on your own here or you're moving on with somebody, but there's something about those swords which is to do with the intellect, you know, kind of like worry and stress and anxiety, all of that. It's like you're using that to plug the boat. It's like you're taking some kind of past experience as you move forwards with you. And then let's just see what is in the center of your reading. The Sun, Leo energy. Now the Sun can be happiness. It's the card of yes. It can be, you know, feeling good here in the current energy. You may have moved on from something or moved forwards with someone and moved on from a past situation. It could also be that something has been exposed, which is allowing you to move on from a situation here. Because the Sun reveals, it exposes. And you have the Eight of Swords, okay. There's that blindfold again, right below there. There's something that's suffocating you, making you feel trapped here. Now this could be overthinking a situation. This could also be a person thinking about you. All right, they're seeing you as the Sun, but let's see what is in the near future here for you, Sagittarius. Oh, okay, wow, all right. You have something to do with commitment here. The Ten of Pentacles. Now, if this is a money reading, you know, in the near future, it could be that there's some kind of contract being signed, a new job, money, you know, being handed over money and a signature being involved, or, you know, this could be a new house. It could be moving in together. It could be a marriage here. There's two keys here that each one of you has. There's a very different energy between you and somebody here, but the Hierophant is Taurus energy, and the Ten of Pentacles is to do with financial stability together. It's a together kind of energy, your resources and somebody else's being combined here. So let's see, what is in the near future? What else do we have? Five of Cups. Okay, Five of Cups is some kind of disappointment. And the Queen of Swords. Okay, and there's a decision. Queen of Swords. There is some kind of decision here. And then you have the, well, the Seven of Swords and the Eight of Cups. Okay, bottom of the deck, you have something new coming in. The Lovers. Wow, Gemini energy. I'm just going to let little Binky in because it's raining. Just pause this quickly. Okay, sorry about that. Let's see. So there's a new offer here. Looks like it's love. It's a new beginning here on the bottom of the deck. So let's see. What is the Five of Wands in the recent past? Tell me about the Five of Wands. Okay, so the Knight of Pentacles, there's a slow but steady kind of movement here. You could be dealing with an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. There's something about slow movement. Sometimes this is no movement at all, okay, depending on the energy. Now there's some kind of conflict about this in the recent past. Sometimes this could be to do with boredom. This could be to do with somebody that's not, you know, willing to commit. They're dragging their heels. But there's this energy of, instead of taking direct action, somebody's being very slow here. But I feel like with the Knight of Swords on the bottom of the deck here, along, you know, kind of clarifying the energy of the Knight of Pentacles. It's like, you know, you're wanting somebody to hurry up, but you are about to take action towards something, and it's very swift action. And you have the Death card here, which is Scorpio energy, and It looks like there's some kind of ending, you know, taking action towards ending something here, because things are just not moving. There's just nothing but conflict here, drama perhaps. And then the Nine of Wands is an energy of having to deal with a lot, having, you know, a lot going on, that it's just burdening you here, and you're coming out as, you know, tired, the wounded warrior, exhausted. So tell me more about this Knight of Pentacles with the Five of Wands. What is this? I feel, okay, there's some kind of there's definitely conflict here. 5-5. There's something that's changing here in the recent past, or did change depending on your timeline. But there's somebody that you feel like is playing some kind of games with you. They may be slowing down something that was having steady progress, and you feel like somebody is playing some kind of game here, causing unnecessary drama. It's almost like causing some kind of conflict in order to give themselves time, or to not to have, you know, an excuse to not move forwards with a relationship here. And there's the Ace of Cups. I don't know if this is to do with a new offer coming in, or somebody that you may be dealing with, somebody that they're holding on to some kind of emotions with perhaps somebody else. And you've got the Six of Wands here, trying to get some kind of attention, wanting some kind of success. That's your energy there, Temperance. For some of you, I feel like there's a relationship that is going to be very successful, and it could be coming in, okay? And I feel like there's something that's not satisfying you right now about well, in the recent past, with the progress of a past relationship. So let's see, what is the Queen of Cups? So I'm getting like a boredom energy, and things just not moving very fast and causing some kind of conflict. What is the Queen of Cups? Okay. Why is the Queen of Cups here? Because there's something that's making you feel really good with that Queen of Cups energy. And the Fool, there's something about excitement, a new beginning, perhaps a new person. Something happened pretty close together in the recent past here. Okay, you have something to do with options here. There may be some kind of confusion, but the Ace of Swords is about you trying to find out what is real and what is not, you know, which one to pick here. Which one do I go with? Which one do I not go with? Do I go with a past person, or do I stay in a connection that's very slow and there's nothing but trouble? Or do I move on with something new here? So I do feel like there's something that you're trying to make a decision over, and that's why there's Two of Swords is here, and we did see the Lovers as well. So there's something about taking inspired action here. Virgo may be significant as well for you with that Knight of Pentacles. You've got the Fool, which is Aries energy. Tell me more about this Fool, please. And the Tower, something happened very unexpectedly. There's that Tower that we saw on the bottom of the deck. So it could be that you are causing something here. You're causing an ending and maybe even a new beginning here. Something very unexpected. It seems like a wish fulfillment, a wish coming in. Love, King and Queen of Cups energy together. Okay, so then there's this decision here. What is the Two of Swords? Being in a bit of a pickle. Tell me about the Two of Swords. Okay, now the King of Rods, which is your energy, there's that Ace of Pentacles. All right, so yeah, look at that, the Seven of Pentacles, right? So there's your energy there, King of Rods. You are a visionary. You're looking at something new here. you're looking at a new offer that came in the recent past, and it's like you're going for something. You can see the potential. The King of Rods is the visionary, looks at things different, can see the potential of something. Now, this could be about money, but this could be about, you know, an offer of a new relationship, something more stable coming in. And here we have, you know, like we had with the Ace of Swords, where there was a rose hanging from the olive branch and there was the lily there. So, you know, the lilies represent, you know, rejecting something, it's death, it's something that's over, and the rose is like a new bloom, and there's one about to bloom here. So I do feel like there's something about you looking at the potential of something, but I feel like there's something about wrapping up something from the past, you know, and moving towards some new goal here, some new offer, whether it's a relationship or whatever. But that's that Two of Swords energy. So I feel like there is a decision being reached here. And with the Seven of Pentacles on the bottom, you do have, you know, it's like you're thinking, I've been working on this for so long, but it's no longer fulfilling me, it's not sustaining me, I'm just stuck here. There is a bored energy, whether this is a relationship or a job. It's like, you know, I really, there's that pentacle, and usually there's the pentacle on the floor, and the farmer is wondering, you know, should I just start planting elsewhere? And you are looking off here, and you know, there may be a healing process going on. You're looking at some kind of new opportunity. You're following your destiny here with the star, and this is like to do with a hope, a wish. And there's the star. You've given something a lot of thought, and I feel like you're moving towards some kind of new connection here. All right, so let's see. What is the Six of Swords in the current energy? What is the Six of Swords for Sagittarius? The Hangman. Okay, Pisces energy. I feel like there's a lot to sacrifice here. It's like this, you know, there's been some kind of sacrifice, you know, of whatever it was that you've been putting into something, but you know that it's going to be worth the sacrifice, you know, worth the suffering, worth the effort, worth the waiting, you know, for something to happen. But you're moving forwards, you're moving on with this anyway. You're willing to do this, to sacrifice. Let's see. Whether this is a job, you know, an old connection. Tell me about the Hangman with the Six of Swords. Whoa, did you see that? Look at that, death on the bottom. What fell on the floor here? Let's have a look. Okay. There's something here. You've got the Magician, and it fell in reverse on the floor. So the Magician in reverse, Sagittarius, is telling me that for no matter how much time, how much you've tried, you know, you sacrificed your happiness, because the sun is right here. You sacrificed your time, your happiness, your energy, you know, to try and make something work in the past, but it just didn't work. Okay, there's something about, you know, this connection, this job or whatever, did not have the necessary, and maybe that the tools were there, it just didn't, you know, there's an energy of not knowing how to fix something, or maybe somebody, you know, lacked some kind of knowledge, or just the will to, you know, to make something happen here. It's like, I don't know, there's just this, you know, you could have been dealing with somebody that was also manipulative, okay, and you know, you've put a lot of effort into something and someone's not bothered, or, you know, there's a bored energy here is what I'm getting, and somebody just doesn't have the will or the want to fix something here. But I am getting somebody that, you know, may have tried to manipulate you, or, you know, been controlling, trying to keep you stuck with that Hangman energy, and you've sacrificed enough, and it's like you're not doing that anymore. You know, there's got to be change here with the Death card. This is Scorpio energy, so there's change, there's something new. We keep seeing this bloom here. There's something pure, there's something, that red rose as well is to do with passion, you know. It's also a little bit of danger involved, but it's like, you know, there's got to be some change. I need some passion, I need some love in my life. I'm stagnant, you know, there has to be change. So there is this transformation, and it's like, you know, there is this determination. You do have some new love offer. There's someone here that, wow, 9 of Pentacles, Virgo energy, someone that's looking really, really good to you. You find them attractive, they find you attractive, they make you feel good again. There's a spark being ignited here. So let's see. Keep your heart open, yeah. So Libra is all about partnerships here. So let's see, what is the Sun? What is the Sun for Sagittarius? And it's right in the center of your reading. So there's something that is making you feel very good, making you feel happy here. And you have the 3 of Cups. So there's something about a celebration, something to rejoice. And, you know, this is, I feel like there's some good times, you know, in this present energy where you're, you know, you're getting out more, you're having fun. You could also be, you know, in a new connection or something where there's, you know, like there's a union, a reunion with, you know, you and somebody maybe from the past, or if they're not from the past, there's this good energy here. And there's something about, I don't know, an energy of going backwards and forwards here. Let's see. There's a 2 energy. There's a going backwards and forwards with something, could be to do with travel. There's a planning here, but there's this lack of money. There's this lack of something that is kind of bothering you, and you're going backwards and forwards trying to figure something out here. But let's see, what is the 3 of Cups? Is there a third party involved? Or let's see, what is the 3 of Cups with the Sun? But I do feel like there's something of a, okay, there's a burden here. Something is a burden. There's the 4 of Cups. Now the 4 of Cups is something very unexpected. There's somebody here from the past that's a burden. They're burdened in their emotions here about things not working out. It's a stagnant kind of energy. And the 7 of Cups. Somebody's causing some kind of confusion though, that's giving you, I don't know, there's a little bit of concern with this. There's some kind of confusion. There's somebody that you could be dealing with, Sagittarius, and this could be a new relationship that they have some kind of struggle going on. They're coming to you with baggage, even though you're happy and, you know, everything is good on the surface. There's something that I feel like that you're picking up on here. And I don't know if this person has some kind of past energy that they're holding on to, but let's just see. What is that 10 of Wands? Yeah, there's a past energy. So there's a connection between you and this person, but I feel like there's something about work here. Trying to work on something together, trying to put the work in, trying to make this happen. King of Pentacles. I feel like your money is going to be looking really good. That's a side note there. But the 10, there's something that's going to give you emotional fulfillment here. But I do feel like there's something niggling away here in the, excuse me, in the present energy. Because the 8 of Swords is here. What is the 8 of Swords? Justice, Libra energy. There's some kind of imbalance in a new connection. Justice. All right, tell me more. Somebody that you're dealing with, Sagittarius, they may be healing. This person that you're dealing with, they could be healing from a past relationship. There's been some kind of terrible injustice that's happened, and this person is still kind of and I feel like there's an energy of, I don't know, how do I put this, there's an energy of everything going along smoothly, but there's some kind of hitting a bump in the road here, and it is causing you concern. You know that there's something up with this new connection, but they may not be telling you, you know, they may be on the surface everything's fine, but they're still feeling trapped in something here. Now, the Page of Cups is a kind of slippery energy here. This fish is trying to get out, okay, of the cup. The cup is too small. Someone's been feeling confined. Somebody's still in their independent energy here with the Nine of Pentacles. And it's like, there's this Four of Wands. There's something that is trying to move to more stable footing here in a relationship. There's nobody standing under there, but I don't know, there's somebody here that's, you know, the reason why maybe, you know, they're kind of a little bit cold, then they go warm again on you. I feel like they're dealing with something from the past here. There's somebody from their past. Yeah. All right, let's see. Or this could be you, reverse the roles. So let's see what we have in the near future here. Let's focus on the Hierophant. Tell me about the Hierophant. Taurus energy. There's something about lessons here. Union. Higher learning. What is the Hierophant? Okay, there's an offer here of a commitment here, working something out, starting to build. I do feel like, you know, there's this energy of should I or shouldn't I kind of still here. Queen of Pentacles. There's somebody here, could be an earth sign that you're dealing with. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn's very, very strong in your reading, especially Virgo and Taurus energy. And you've got this, yeah, you've got this working, putting the work into a relationship here. You may be wondering if there's something's going to work out here. You know, do I invest everything, all my time, my effort into this person? You know, you're looking at somebody like this is the one you want to settle down with here, but you do feel a little bit of pullback from them, I guess. But I feel like you realize this is starting all from the beginning here. This is going to take some time, but this is all to do with building your own tower together, okay? Because I do feel like there has been an ending for you, an ending for somebody else, and you and this person are two people that are trying to fix each other, trying to come together, trying to work on this. So let's see, what is, yeah, and the Emperor. I was just about to say, what is the Ten of Pentacles and the Emperor? So there is somebody here that does have good intentions for you, okay? They do have, you know, somebody that's going to be there for you, somebody that's going to step up. This is Aries energy. Tell me more about the Emperor with the Ten of Pentacles. Some of you are going to be doing very well at your career. You could even make boss. You know, you could be going into business for yourself in the near future. Something about this you're keeping to yourself. But I don't know, the High Priestess, Pisces energy, and the Emperor. Somebody is keeping something from you. Somebody's guarded here. Someone goes silent every now and again. There's a sadness coming from, even though there's this happy energy and there is a stable relationship coming in, you're dealing with somebody here in the near future that, I don't know, there may even be some kind of silence, or you feel like they're guarded, like they're keeping something from you. They're quiet about something, and I don't know, I feel like there could be something of a little bit of a break in the near future until somebody's ready. I don't know, I'm getting that there's some kind of disappointment here. Things are going well, but I feel like your patience, I feel like that Temperance card is going to be, you know, your energy throughout this month to do with the relationship is to not to try and rush something, to let something take its natural course here, even though it means having to wait, even though there's this concern about is it going to happen, but there is this disappointment here because everything was going so well, and then there's this, yeah, there's some kind of silence here. There's that Four of Swords. So tell me about the Four of Swords. There's needing a break, there's needing a bit of peace, needing some rest. And then there's the Queen of Swords right next to it. And then, yeah, because I feel like there's a lot of busy energy here with the Eight of Wands. So I do feel like in the near future things are going to, be happening very, very quickly, to the point where somebody's going to be exhausted with everything. There's a lot going on. There could be travel going on. There could be a lot of communication going on. There could be a lot of planning, building. If this is to do with selling a house or moving or travel, this is, a lot going on. The Lovers is here. There is something to do with a choice here, almost like an ultimatum. There's this person again, Queen of Pentacles. All right, something about somebody needs to make a choice about, whether to have a relationship, or there may be a choice over another person here, yours or you or them. Let's see, what is this Queen of Swords? What is the Queen of Swords? Final decision here. There's going to be some kind of communication here, but there's something that's going to piss you off. Or you're dealing with somebody that is pissed off with somebody else. There's the Six of Wands. I feel like there's somebody that really, really loves attention, and it's starting to get to you with this Queen of Swords. Someone's really, really pissing you off in the near future here. There's somebody that's trying to get attention. I feel like there's a past energy that may be like an interfering kind of third party. Could be a Leo here. We've got Leo energy there as well. But there's something about you having to remain really strong and hold yourself back, okay? Because whoever it is you're dealing with, they're going through something, because there's a past energy reaching out to them, or this could be to you, where there's going to need to be some time in retrospective. They're going to need to figure out what they want here, or who they want, should I say. And the Strength card is going to be very, very difficult for you. I hate to say, but the Wheel of Fortune is here. So there is a past energy, but I do feel like things are going to go in your favor. That is your energy. Yeah, things are going to go in your favor here. King of Cups. You're going to be very, very happy. There's somebody wants to put the work in here. They're leaving an offer from the past, in the past, or you could be. All right, and you're moving forward. So let's see what is on the bottom of the deck. And that Eight of Pentacles also is talking about, instead of working on multiple things, this person just wants to work on one thing, and so do you. And it could be this relationship. And it's about being able to put in that extra effort, focus on that only, instead of, being kind of scattered. But yeah, I feel like things are going to go well for your work. Things are going to go well in a relationship here as well. But there's going to be some kind of decision making here, difficult energy. Someone's going to get a little bit kind of cold feet here, I feel, but there is this coming around. So the Seven of Swords, there's somebody here that's a trickster energy, someone that's up to no good. And sometimes with the Seven of Swords, this can be, this person is stealing the swords out of the army camp, so there can't be any war, any fighting. Okay, they're making off with the swords. All right, so there's something about diffusing a situation. So you could be actually diffusing a situation in your life here. You're not giving somebody the ability to come at you, to hurt you, whether this is an ex or your new person's ex or a new person or whatever this is. And you're very, you're holding a very stable foundation here as the King of Pentacles here. Your offer stands firm, even though somebody is in a bit of a pickle over an ending here. Your offer is standing firm, or their offer is standing firm. Let's see, what is the Seven of Swords? Yeah. Yeah. You're standing firm. You've come a long way, King of Pentacles. I mean, the King of Pentacles has all of these grapes here on his cloak, and, has made this, somebody here that's made it to where they are, not from pure luck, but from actually putting in the work, investing. But there's something I feel with the Seven of Swords that you need to take a different angle with something, because it's like, yeah, sure, the King of Pentacles has played it safe, not cut any corners, done everything right to get to this position, but there's something that is needing to take a different angle here, okay? It's time to change things up a bit, is what I feel. And it could be your approach to a relationship or a person, what they're going through. Yeah, and then things will start happening fast. We have a whole bunch of cards that came flying out, but you're like, that's it, yeah. So something is going to start happening very fast. And I feel like it is to do with you using some kind of planning and strategy here that's going to pay off. Because if things have been a little bit stagnant, there's, you know, once you apply some kind of technique here, using, you know, your logic here, being thinking outside the box, doing things differently, it's going to have some kind of really good results here. All right, so tell me more about the Seven of Swords with the Eight of Wands and the King of Pentacles. Okay, look at this, and then you win. You win. You're taking direct action here. You're going after what you want. Okay, a relationship here. And there you are, the King and the Queen of Pentacles, okay? So a stable connection coming in. The King and the Queen of Pentacles are a couple, and they're both on the same wavelength about what they want. So I do feel like, you know, there is somebody that's going to try and interfere with this connection, but it's not going to happen, because I feel like you are taking some kind of action too, but you're doing things differently than this sneaky person, whether this is a past person or whatever. You are doing things, you're able to diffuse a situation by being patient, by being understanding, by letting things naturally unfold, by taking away somebody's ability to interfere with your connection here. And there's somebody that is going to be left wounded. All right, so let's see. What is the Eight of Cups? You do have a solid relationship coming in. I'm sorry, that was my stomach, you guys. Thumbs up if you like that. All right, what is the Eight of Cups for Sagittarius? Yeah, there's somebody here that is walking away from a past person. I do feel like there is somebody that's been a little bit on the fence with that Two of Swords, but they're making a decision here to walk away with love. But I feel like, you know, they're leaving a situation that hasn't been fulfilling, and they are you know, going towards you. I feel like this is somebody that is, yeah, there's going to be some kind of success here coming in. Yeah, look at that. The Hangman fell in reverse here, even though it looks like it's in the upright, right? But this is somebody that's seeing things from a new perspective, and I do feel like this is someone that does love you, and they definitely want to what's the word for it, pursue you. Okay, so this is somebody that's not hanging around. They're not going to leave you hanging around. They're definitely taking action towards love here. And if you don't believe me, let me read what it says about the Hangman in reverse. Not, yeah, in reverse. So, oh, it was so far away. Hangman. So yeah, this is, oh, Hangman, 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 where are you? No. The sun, the star, the moon, the tower, the devil, temperance, there. Hangman, here we go. Oh, if I can see it. So the Hangman in the reverse is a new perspective on love, changes in romantic life, yeah. So this is good. So somebody is looking at things from a new perspective, and this is to do with somebody seeing things from your perspective. I do feel like someone's not hanging around. They're not sacrificing anymore. There is going to be action being taken here. Okay, the Emperor rides the chariot. So whoever this Emperor is to you, this is Cancer energy. They're coming in. They're leaving something behind, because the Emperor is, you know, the chariot is the Emperor getting into the chariot and leaving the city in search of a new life. Yeah, making something happen, Virgo, Gemini energy. you know, somebody with a lot of options or whatever, they're making a choice. I feel like they're making a choice and they're coming directly to you. All right, so let's just see what we get from the Kipper. Any messages for Sagittarius? Main person number 1 on the bottom of the deck. Okay, main female number 1, should I say. So you have, first card you have is Rich Gent. This could be you. This could be your energy coming in. This could be somebody that's coming towards you, you know, a new person, somebody that's kind of wealthy. Doesn't have to be wealth financially, but somebody that, you know, has a lot going on in their life, good things. Okay, this could also be you. Illness. Okay, there's something that, you know, sometimes this is to do with anxiety, depression. It could be a short illness here. There's somebody that's not feeling too great. This is maybe a second person, somebody that you maybe dealt with in the past, main person female. There's, you know, somebody here that could be an ex here. What else do we have? What else do we have for Sagittarius? Mature man. Okay, so mature man here. I don't know if that's got anything to do with an illness here, or somebody that could be emotionally mature, mentally mature. This could be somebody that you're dealing. There could be an age gap between you and somebody, but I don't know. There's an illness here. I hope that's not the case. What else do we have for Sagittarius? If it is, my condolences. Main person number 2. So there's a second attempt at a relationship. So I feel like there's something to do with a relationship from the past that has failed. And then there's this second chance I'm getting, second chance at a connection for you and somebody. I really get that, you know, both of you, you may have, you know, some past energy as you're going into a new relationship, but things become resolved. But I do feel like somebody here is needing a little bit more time to heal before they, you know, go forwards with you in this relationship. I know, or this could be you, but I do feel like this is, both of you are or have been going through something, and then you find each other here and you heal together. A meeting, yeah, this is somebody new. Look, 2 of Cups. 2 of Cups. Some of you may be divorced, court official. All right, there may be some kind of divorce that you or someone's going through. But I do feel like there is a new relationship coming in. And let's just see what we get from this, Sagittarius. Or if you are already dealing with a new connection, I do feel like things are going to go well in the end. All right, it's just going to take a little bit of time, a little bit of patience. Home. Some of you could be moving home, or somebody could be selling their home, buying a new home, moving in together. Okay, so something about a home here. That's interesting. What else do we have? Liquid courage. So somebody may, I don't know, bravery, confidence, intoxicate, odd behavior. I don't know if there's going to be some kind of drinking involved with you and your new person. They're going to say something, they're going to blurt something out. I don't know. Or maybe this is a past person. There's definitely an ex still hanging around you or your new person. There's some kind of interference. I'm really picking up on that. Somebody wanting a second chance. There's this niggling energy around interfering with what you have with somebody. There's crossroads, yeah, somebody, and someone's feeling at a crossroads over this. Now it could be to do with a proposal. Now you or they may propose to you to try and seal the deal, or it could be that somebody from the past is going to try and reach out and propose, okay? Courting, dating, meet up. This is somebody new that you're dating, okay? All right, so that is, wait a minute, let's just roll the dice and see what signs come up for you, Sagittarius. Let's see. You have Scorpio, Aquarius, Leo, Cancer, Aries, Taurus, Leo again, Leo again. Ooh. Ooh. Fell on the floor, and here it is, and it says Gemini. right by my feet. Gemini, Libra, Gemini again, and Virgo. Let's just do one more, and Pisces. Okay. All right, so let's see what your big life-changing events are. Last part of the reading. This is major arcana cards. These are to do with, you know, the big life-changing events, as I've said, and these are all the little things that build up to the big things. So let's just see what this is for you this month, Sagittarius. Judgment, making a decision. Okay, so a big decision, and judging a situation, judging a person, or feeling judged yourself. But I really feel like this is about making a big decision this month, and I feel like it's to do around a relationship, finalizing something like moving in together, buying a new home, whatever this is. It's a big decision coming in. And I feel like it's something that you feel like is going to be worth the sacrifice, something you've been waiting for here. So Judgment is Scorpio energy, and the Hangman is Pisces energy. All right, so sacrifices are going to be made this month, but it's going to be worth it, okay? And there is a big decision, but I feel like after this month, you are going to be moving forwards, okay, with something new here. So I like this energy for you. Yes, it's touch and go, but have faith in the plan, okay? Keep your heart open. It says take inspired action. All right, and that's it, Sagittarius. Those are the messages I have for you. Take care, and bye for now.